Neymar is no stranger to controversy. Since he popped up on the scene, his name's been tied to backroom deals, under-the-table shadiness, and overall good old-fashioned drama. Even though Neymar's just gotten to PSG, his name hasn't been off the front pages of the papers yet, and there's more drama on the horizon. His transfer from Barcelona to the shadow of the Eiffel Tower already sparked wild controversy, but now he could just be on the move again, and it would be the strongest heel turn yet. Shadowy dealings around Neymar's name have been a regular occurrence for well over a half-decade, stemming back to his time at hometown club Santos. Neymar made his debut there in 2009, moving to Barcelona in 2013. But the Santos management alleged that the Blaugrana had started negotiations as much as 2 years earlier. Then, after he moved to Barca, he was caught up on tax evasion for omitting sources of income from abroad from 2011 and 2013 and had $47.75 million of his assets frozen. 2017 wasn't about taxes for Neymar though, and last year he was at the center of his biggest controversy to date. At Barcelona, Neymar was the crown prince. He was beloved by the Camp Nou, part of the vaunted MSN trio, and all signs pointed to him being the heir to the Messi throne. He helped Barca to their 5th Champions League trophy, was at the center of their historic comeback against PSG last season, and then the bombshell dropped. He did the unthinkable. He signed for PSG. He turned his back on Messi, on Barcelona, and set off on his own to become the king of Paris. And now he might just top it all. How? By fulfilling his destiny to become Barcelona's biggest nemesis since Ronaldo and replacing CR7 at Madrid. Woo! It'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Barcelona's former golden boy burning bridges to 2 of the most influential clubs in the world within the space of 2 years. But you have to admit, it kinda makes sense. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Neymar leaving PSG after just 1 season does seem wild. The club that pulled out every single one of the stops, spent a world record fee, and on top of all that, went out of their way to piss off one of the biggest entities in this sport, and they're just gonna turn around and sell him a year later? It would be absurd, but it definitely wouldn't be unthinkable. So you're telling me there's a chance, and it seems there's a legitimate one. It was already a gamble for Neymar to leave Barcelona for PSG, but it's increasingly seemed like a gamble that might not have paid off. Yeah, PSG are running away with the league, and Neymar was scoring for fun before his injury, but now their Champions League hopes are dashed, Neymar's sidelined, and there's legitimate reason to believe the rumors have weight. Clashes with Edinson Cavani, jeers from the fans, and issues with his manager may not be quite enough to drive him out of PSG, but couple that with the lure of the bright lights of Madrid, and he'd be hard-pressed to rule anything out. It's not a secret that the Ballon d'Or is in Neymar's sights, and a move to Madrid checks all the boxes that would see him have the best chance at winning it. All the quarrels of him playing in Ligue 1 would be dashed, and he'd be taking over a team that knows the ins and outs of how to win Champions League. And as for Los Blancos, this move is tailor-made. Real Madrid are in the middle of their worst domestic season in years. They're in desperate need of some fresh blood to rejuvenate the team, and their talisman Cristiano Ronaldo's time at the top is clearly winding down. What better way to show their intent to stay as the cream of the crop than stealing Neymar from PSG and flashing the middle finger at Barcelona in the process? Madrid stars have even begun to smooth talk the Brazilian into joining them at the Bernabeu. Neymar's compatriot Marcelo was quoted saying, "I think Neymar will play for Real Madrid one day. Would Neymar fit at Real Madrid? He'd fit for sure. In my opinion, the great players have to play at this club." Even Madrid's captain, Sergio Ramos, was quoted as saying, "I'd like to have the best, and Neymar is one of them." Maybe it was easier for him to go to PSG instead of directly to Madrid. Neymar would join an elite and hated list of players to have turned out for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. And maybe even more crucially, former Barcelona president Juan Gaspar doesn't think he'd be held in the same poor regard as players like Luis Figo, who famously had a pig's head thrown at him. Said Gaspar, Neymar's possible move to Madrid is not comparable with Figo. Figo left with treachery and with no time to renew the team, and he was a coward who betrayed us. Neymar went for money, full stop. We'll readily admit it, this one's full rumor mill stuff. It seems crazy, it seems wild, it seems nearly impossible. But when Barcelona's former president and Madrid stars are commenting on the rumor, it seems like there might be something there. Neymar to Madrid, the biggest troll move of the decade. So let us know what you think. Get down in the comments and let us know if you believe Neymar's going to Madrid. If not this summer, could it be next summer? Check you later, Copa fam.